I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what was that thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. Just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliments, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for a little test run. Does this mean I can travel across all... Is this my subway? What is happening right now?
Let's see.
I want to go to the place called Martira Old Castletown, I think. Should be a ways south. Oh, definitely a ways south. So what are these?
Hold on.
Since it's hidden out of sight, it should be safe to rest here. What are you? Nothing I can do.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Martira. Here it is. Down to Martira, eh? On this craft's legs. Oh, I'd say that'd be 4 days, 3 nights, about...
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights. It's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed.
Spectacular.
Bollycoot. Now, cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira Old Castletown.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver. Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy.
That'd just be funny if he's like, what? Get the hell out.
What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Is this really safe?
Fast enough to make you wet your waders, eh? I know. She's the quickest I've ever built. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg. Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Noble District Underhall.
Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in.
You're already in. That's not a good way to...
Even
Whatever.
amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it! Off with you now, leave me be!
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Do all these people just know the prince is still alive?
Good God.
No. Found it.
Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
How are your glasses staying on your face?
Cannot mean.
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Yeah, I'll show you treason.
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... 'tis fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh?
Just played him like
What's all this
a
now?
fucking fiddle.
You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to
Is it actually
brag,
pish and
but this
tosh?
old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I mean, I got over my fear of piloting. No. I became a pilot because, I wanted to get over my fear of dying alone. There you go.
Well, if we die, we all die together.
Ha! The boy's bold as brass.
'Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive. so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
Yeah.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan.
He's a
We
monster
don't need
to
win this
mankind,
thing.
it's fine.
We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I mean,
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all. The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
I'm honestly surprised my battery in this controller's lasted this long. Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as strategy room and the lounge, and also the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with them. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Yeah?
Never been on a Gauntlet Runner. Kinda wanna see what the engine rooms look like. Okay. I guess this way. Stairs to cockpit. Window. Reinforced steel on top of thick glass that doesn't appear to be easily breakable. So, it's the deck. Engine room's back here. Engine room. Sure. What's up, more?
This?
Wonder what makes this thing run.
Hello?
Probably that giant pumping heart. First time on a Gauntlet Runner, eh? Scared me. Looks like the pipe's in here too. Called a runaphone. There's one in every room.
Spectacular.
Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet Runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in the hands when you travel to Wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast made from for a zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified the craft with a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl. That's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. Just watch. It'll be sunset before long. So, start thinking about a bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. That would be strange to have. Yeah, hang on, let my ship sleep for a couple days. Continue forward, destination, utilities, facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. What? While spending time in the Gauntlet. Utilize facilities too. Okay. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help to improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Okay. Wrong one.
All right then.
Kitchen, lounge, strategy room, engine room. What is this? Oh, that's the washing machine. Right. What's up, Hulkenberg?
Speaking of,
Nero said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hushed Honeybee. Okay, sure. Cooking table. You'll need ingredients. Buy them. After you've made a dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate whatever thing. There are some ingredients here. Maybe Neros went shopping? Okay. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new potential recipes. Hey, red grass roasted Bedeau. Curative. There's the coney roast. And coney stew. Oh, a lot of recipes. Jesus. Want to make something? If so, we should try to have someone teach us their culinary specialty. Poison. Cures status ailments for all allies. Sad I don't have that one. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing this one. Wait, can I make multiple? I can make multiple. You know what? I'll make multiple of that one. That's the dish that Stroll wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him.
Got it.
Quality meat is delicious all on its own, but if you prepare it with a little effort applied to the right places, it can taste even better. To echo something I've heard anyway.
And then...
In other words, we can't just haphazardly toss things together. Proven combinations of ingredients will win the day. I began preparing the food with Stroll.
Got it?
Okay, so onion, what looks like fish, but also could be the meat. Heat control makes all the difference with meat. Ready? This is the moment we've all been waiting for. We must strike the perfect balance between delicate and bold. With that done, nearly at the finish line. Wouldn't be so excited if this was just my dinner, but when you cook for others, got to give them your best. I will actually relate to that sentiment, because I hate cooking. But when I cook for someone else, or make an idea with someone else in mind to make it for them eventually, that's way better. Those are the times that I'll actually enjoy cooking. Looks amazing. Even by sight alone, I know this is going to be delicious. It's red grass roasted Bordeaux. That aroma really whets the appetite. What was that fist pump? Stroll and I clean up the kitchen. Time really flew. Oh, 3 of them.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Desert camp. Establishing an encampment. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is, I don't know that one. Hang on. I don't think I've seen that one in my life. Fucking English majors. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me juxtapose this with something different. Something along the same lines to where it would have been coeval, if you will. Anyway. Ensconce. Ensconced. Okay. I would not have, well, like context, sure. Anyway. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness, forcing your way through the unmarkable terrain. It's very dangerous, even with the Starwalt Gauntlet Runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels in the morning. While at the encampment, you can have any of the facilities on the Gauntlet Runner. But you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we arrive. First time camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? I could do it with you. There are insects gathering by the campfire. I don't think it talked to,
Yep.
Neuros. Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Oh, according to Hulkenberg, anyway. I should try to catch one. Dream Eater Moth. Got one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient.
Your thoughts?
Neuros. Ho ho! How was the ride? Smooth as butter. Luxurious as a palace. Awe-inspiring, tear-jerking. Absolutely. That run is such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though full disclosure, that's all thanks to the little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly. And that's a story for another day. Off you go. Better get your 40 winks. Just 4 of them. Is there a map of
All right,
this? Deck, rear deck, watchtower. Who's up here? What's up, guys down there? What's up, Hulkenberg? No, you. Brain. Imagination. I feel like that one's almost level... No, that's not level 2. Yeah, that's not level 2. It's not even close, Jesus. You know what? I spent enough time with Stroll. Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Hulkenberg, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend some time talking with Hulkenberg? Yes. This power has we've awoken to. It's all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are those forms we take on. Each has their unique aspect, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of it? It's a bizarre adventure, don't worry. I've never seen armor like that. True, the designs do set them apart, but it was not their actual appearance I meant to ask about. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power, as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not, then, the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We'd do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Feel like my imagination increased. I mean, that one was substantial. 4? It's getting quite late, but we've a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. We talked into the wee hours of night. Hulkenberg and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I'm still sad I couldn't talk to fucking what's-her-name before
Good morning.
I left the town. Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters... Why did I go... No. Why'd I go into that one? Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters have more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember what maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to go through the desert this fast, but just keep an eye on the road. Okay, near us. We'll arrive in Martira in 2 days, huh? Which one is that? Hang on. First, nope, wrong one. I meant map.
All right then. Let's go.
I just want to see what the symbol is. The f... Imagination. Not now. Okay, so... It's that.
Let's go.
I don't know what that one is. Far north, you.
Come on.
Actually a cleaning igniter that Neurus modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. My max HP will increase. Let's clean. Strategy room. Alright then, let's go. At first glance, the room looks clean, but on closer inspection, sand and dust all over the place. We might as well get to cleaning up. There are crumbs of some sort underneath the table. Maybe someone helped themselves to a snack while sitting here making plans. But anyway, tidy it up.
Okay?
Nice, it's practically sparkling. All that's left is to throw away the trash in the igniter and then...
Hey!
Hey, look what I found. We could use this, don't you think? Sugar. I found 3 sugar on the floor. Sorry, you found. I don't want to use that. Well, that took quite some time. It was tough, but having enough everything clean and sparkly feels great. Worked up a sweat too, right? Max HP was increased by 5. Ah, so it's just the gym, where it's completely negligible. Better than before.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping here.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Neat. Here we are, shall we get a closer look? That tree looks neat. See, because of the tattoo idea I had a while ago, I'm just looking at things in this like, what would I want to get as a tattoo? Or part of the tattoo. It's not just the leaves, it's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magic organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery.
Hey.
Wow, yours. How did you get so good at drawing?
Yeah!
Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished. Here, take it as a keepsake. Wasn't it for research? Thought you needed it for research. All the patent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. Okay, thanks. I received Neurus's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there!
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey. We could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in Grand Trad, should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
Next time we're in Grand Trad, I'm fucking turning in that goddamn quest so I can get merchant. Magical organism in the form of tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Yes, she is totally tree. Precisely. Gallica is most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. Recite has broadened my wisdom.
All right.
4 wisdom, okay. Didn't really need that much, but thank you.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
But I want to fight things. Rock Den Camp. We'll be in Martira the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Martira is. Okay. Campfire. Okay, the wrong button.
All right then.
Does not look like anything. Wait. Wrong.
All right then.
Can I get closer?
Go.
Close enough. I want to clean another 2 times,
All right.
but I know I should
Let's head there right
probably
away.
talk to Stroll.
Hey,
Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're ever going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? Yes.
now then.
So next up is Matira. It feels like yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over the North Fortress and awakened a mysterious power. Once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Power isn't everything.
What's that about it?
Oh, I see.
Ah, I see. As kings, they had to govern their people and maintain the peace. Marshall might be alone. Marshall might alone wouldn't help you there. There you go. Perhaps it's a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, got allies who share these abilities as well.
Then
If we continue to master these archetypes, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all this does is make me wonder, just how many more of these powers are still out there?
All right.
Yay. Give me that imagination. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Stroll and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh my.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Ugh. Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
I was gonna say, Gallica's not flying at the moment.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's,
You bandit.
A cannonade.
So 2 more runners.
My star is rising!
Phrasing?
Sanctism will reign! It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Godot, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
It doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot. Just aiming to break the opponent's side's gauntlet runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look, over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Our plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladal if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's help Gladol.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Gladel.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cornland runner. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough?
I didn't destroy it.
The sink for the second time!
You know this.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Godot and his monks have something. Why do these ones go by so fast? Godot and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now.
You dare interfere in my fight? Know your place. Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Okay.
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Brawler!
Now, warrior! Hack and slash!
Is everyone all right? Knight! Not now. I'm stepping back.
Knight! Strike me if you dare.
Sanctism is supreme.
Puts on a cocky smirk. Okay.
Take this. What could you hope to achieve?
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Let's go.
Nice.
No holding back. I'll cut you down. You disgrace the Sanctist way.
Blade in hand. Is that
Okay.
all?
So the guy on the right resists physical.
Strike.
I love the sudden knockover with that. Shit's hilarious to me.
Nothing.
What could you hope to achieve? I won't lose. Closer than I thought. It's too
Nice.
early to go to his
I
side.
stand waiting.
Okay. Punch him.
To him, no returns.
Oh, hey. Now the battery dies. Yeah, with the drink and, Oh, probably should turn that on. There you go. With the drink and everything. Yes.
Try not to worry.
Thanks.
That was a longer text than I thought it would be as well, so.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of Sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother.
Hang in there.
Oh no, you're a bard. Or not bard.
Take this!
Is that all?
Why am I blanking on cleric? Use a cleric.
Knight!
Is that all?
Witness me, brethren! I call upon royal power within.
Yeah, let's go ahead and heal Hulkenberg up.
Sanctism will reign!
Yo mama will reign.
Only a flesh wound.
Take this!
This is nothing.
Hulkenberg's guard
Oh,
is down.
power of heroes! I stand
Yeah, sure.
waiting.
Vitus power.
Let's make him forget. Dang it.
No holding back!
It did not work.
I'll blow you away!
I mean,
Sanctism will reign!
his sword also deals.
Hulkenberg's bad
Ow.
luck.
Sanctism will reign!
Fall so easily.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
With blade in hand. Oh, mystic purge!
Hulkenberg's
Know
guard is
your
down.
place. Peasants!
Pass.
I shall fight. Are you well?
I'm
Here
obliged.
you go, Hulkenberg.
Behold my power!
Shine!
Charge! Sanctism will reign!
No, that wasn't too bad.
Sanctism will reign!
Captain's hurt bad.
Why'd you only focus on him that time?
The captain's on his last legs. Someone get him healed up.
The next one's yours.
Witness me, brethren!
Oh, healing light!
I knew you'd help.
I mean,
Oh, power of heroes!
I'm counting on you.
Know your place. The power of wind! Missed!
You
oh, you suck.
Sanctism is supreme! Take this! Sanctism will reign!
All.
Brace yourselves!
Knight! Oh, mystic purge! Worthy foe
you.
after all.
We're looking good here.
No holding back! Brethren! I'll blow you
Don't
away.
miss. Thanks.
I'm done yet.
With blade in hand.
There you go.
So, the faithful are broken before you. Yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ha! I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
Kicked it.
With nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Will I?
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Somebody's mad.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something?
Yeah,
I would have been fine without your meddling.
probably.
Are you hurt? Of course I'm not hurt. Look, what are you after?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and
Who
shielded.
says privacy?
Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Right,
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
But that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Oh, well,
I'd
never
know
mind.
the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really?
Yeah.
No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one?
Yes.
Where did you...
Sorry, I'm adjusting.
Hey, up there!
Hey. Go. There you go. Okay. Mostly tying something around it so that it stops slipping.
Airborne? Gauntlet Runner. He's actually finished it.
That looks like something from Evangelion. I don't like it.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition? Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? He might see us as an enemy.
I know you want to get this right, but this is no time to get lost in thought.
I should rethink my response.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in. Anyone. Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis. You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything.
Come on, Hector!
Oh, that one was going on forever.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then. That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Yeah, that sounds foreboding. Guess who's gonna vacuum for an entire day?
Ah! Oh, damn it! Blast!
Okay, maybe not.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
Are you gonna shake my hand?
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, no hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, There was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you seen one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about
That's still a lot of
utterly
cutscene.
captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Maybe I should look into Camaro when we get to Martira.
This one's important.
5 heroes incense. Who left near us? Sorry. Okay, I guess not.
Time marches on.
That still
and
goes
the
too
age
fast.
of the new king draws nearer.
So we'll arrive in Martira this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. Carriage would never keep up at this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I'm grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling
I just
southward,
want a vacuum for
the
an entire
party's
day.
gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Yeah.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She is also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
That one.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on.
Thanks,
The old
Hulkenberg.
girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
I was gonna say, it does not look good.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
So it's basically haggis.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
I'm not so sure about this.
You mustn't judge by appearances. Besides, 'tis a mark of a good candidate to know all the tastes of the regions you would rule, no?
No choice, I suppose. You'll just have to bite down and pray, my friend.
I think this thing just moved into my mouth post-bite. Tastes fine, but I'm afraid if I swallow it.
Tearing up.
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Hulkenberg's just like, yep. Delicious.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
I mean...
Let's see here.
That's giant worm's nest.
Let's
Okay.
see here.
Rough gauntlet runner. Oh.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this This is the pride of the town. A
Intestine
fine
and milk.
made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Like, looking at their foods, I'd imagine that predominantly it's, like, a lot of meats that wouldn't be used regularly or not enough and all ground together. A lot of seasoning then thrown into essentially washed out intestine. And then these ones just soup, still probably very earthy, but more sweet with like heavy whipping cream or heavy cream, whatever.
Now, let's go.
Bit of brown sugar, maybe. It's been forever since I've had such a... Okay. It's been forever since I had such a spacious bed. We're going to meet Lady of the Town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? Hey, information broker. Got nothing.
Got a moment?
Okay. This way? Yeah, let's rest.
Good night.
Since you won't let me do anything else, Morgana.
The age of a new king
I mean, Gallica.
draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out.
Wow, what beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept, though.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
They went to the... whatever castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in Stairstone Market. Okay.
More people missing.
What's up?
Hello there.
Hello there. Pristine clear, what do I have? Grab two of you. Two of you. And more of you. Fairly well. This way. Wait. No.
An elder candidate?
Yes, an elder candidate. What's it to you?
What'll I do here?
Apothecaries or herbs. Hey! Came to see the rock. Do I get more points?
I see. Let's...
1,500, that's not too bad.
Yep.
Oh, where do you want it?
Castle's nice. I like this castle.
I've
Okay.
awaited you.
So you've all come, fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's all right.
Aye, yes.
Please come this way then. God, I need to practice Scottish accents.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city.
Hello.
These are the ones who have undertaken the request to
Scrolls
subjugate High
left-handed? Very
I am
large question
Joanna,
mark?
presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you. 'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support. Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects. Yes, Lady Joanna. Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Is Joanna going to be taking credit for this from me? Because I feel like they're trying to foreshadow that.
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go.
Everyone went to gather information. We should ask around too. Okay, wrong button.
Oh, any one of them will do.
Boy.
Oi, you there. Can't I talk to you for a bit? Heard that you're gonna... Okay, whatever. I just wanted to give ye my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of those people they've gone missing.
My thanks to you.
I don't know if I could be of help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Unfortunately, no. I don't know how much, know much about them. I'm afraid. Sorry, I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around. Here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
God, that was so bad. Really? That's at the, Stairstone Market, right? Let's try asking around there. Perfect. Let's go. Ardira. Okay. Stairstone Market. Sure, what say you?
What?
Just Sandworm, are you asking me? This is a fruit stand, you realize. You really think I have anything to do with the dangerous bug like that? Me, the fruit seller? I mean, you do have a point. You.
Welcome.
I'm sorry. Afraid I'm all sold out of meat today.
So, hey.
Oh no, that's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go hunting, I give them a wide berth. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Well, impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. You might try asking that fella by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworms. Sandworm larvae. Okay. I don't think he's that. It's that one.
Can't be.
You.
What is it?
Giant sandworm. We Martirans love our edible grubs. We're a bit different to their inedible parents. Larvae is my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. Who might know about them? Can't recall any. Oh wait, hang on, I just thought of someone.
Right.
There was merchant yesterday at the tavern, boasting he'd gotten real close to a sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town.
Nice!
Some good info. Maybe the merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around. Thoroughfare Square. Sure. Is this Thoroughfare Square?
An elder candidate? No. Must have
Yes,
got
it is.
that wrong.
Okay,
Now what am I to do? Good.
Say, I've heard about you. They're saying you've come all the way from Grand Trad to take the down Heisme. We've been waiting for someone like you. It's someone with real guts. Hey, you interested in letting me test the courage and truest sense. Sorry. I think you'd really fly. What's with this guy? To be honest with oh, it's gonna bump my courage. You know, I was kind of hoping merchant would be by the exit like that.
Now what am I to do? People.
None of you guys really look at merchants. You
What you want to know?
follow the trend. You were at the tavern. What's your business business with me? Well, we're looking for a merchant. One who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night, yeah. He was blathering so loud you heard him, whether you wanted to or not. Know where he's at? Why don't you ask him yourself? No, your next question is plain as day, but where is he? I'm this town's informant, you see. I can tell you where that merchant is, among other things. But information isn't free, friend. How's 150 Reeves sound? Alright, I'll pay it.
Thank you kindly.
Just like I knew you would. Now then, deal's deal.
He's the real skinny.
It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain. Just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover.
Right!
Yes, we finally found some useful information out of this guy. Now let's go to the fountain and talk to the merchant. Okay.
I'm out of ideas.
More people missing. Can hardly think on it.
Oh, my head. What is that? You got business with me?
Hey!
Is it true that you got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den? How do you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? Right. To tell you the truth, didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. Then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, some point the story turned into a waltzing, me waltzing right up to a sandworm and staring it down, and I regret that now.
No good.
Oh, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. That's me at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
Tis far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
You there? Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event. A kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. And not too uncommon.
A kind of sandstorm?
Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Absolutely.
Good. Then we're counting on you. Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? Nae danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Thanks?
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Nearest.
Okay. So many cutscenes at this point.
Enough.
Jesus.
Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking...
Sorry, broke it.
Oh, easy there. You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like a light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Okay.
Time marches on.
We rested
and the
inside
age of the new
something.
king draws nearer.
Medals Day. Perfect. What's up, more?
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
What are you talking about?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
Does this mean I can go back to the to Grand Trad and talk to the lady?
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus, surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this is the teleportation magic Moore was talking about.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Neat. Maybe I am.
Maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Yeah, hang on. Yeah. Oh, well, words. But I would have been picking something there. Like, yeah, sure. There, was cutting down skin. Okay. Can I just leave instead?
All right, then.
Catacombs entrance. So I can just, like... Okay, I can't. Sure. Not that way. What's up? Let me think of a place we've already been to.
Where to?
How inconvenient. I'll focus on Mitra.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
No.
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira.
Martira,
We really
sorry.
are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brilhaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
We haven't been there yet. It's not gonna move. Wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity, and you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Okay. To capture Heisme, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger. By accepting requests around town, such as Martira Recruitment Center. Town you'll stay and become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. If you return to the previous location, such as Grand Troll, open up world map and map menu and select it. You can travel there using teleport. Teleport does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous
that's right.
areas. Only 3 days until we depart. Okay.
All right then.
Then in that case, how would I world map?
Where to?
World capital. Let's want. Go. Yes. I want to finally get the merchant.
Oh, thank you indeed.
What's up? Nope. That was exactly not where I wanted to go. Cool. Okay.
You.
Here's its horn. Be the brute's horn. You can tell me the details inside. Come along.
Mission accomplished, then. You'll have your reward. I'll let the merchant know to allow you through as well.
Yay.
Oh, thank you.
Increased courage. Pious Igniter. Pious Igniter is the one that I wanted a while ago. Oh.
I knew an outsider would be perfect for slipping through the cracks. Clearly, you were the right man for the job. You should keep our supply lines flowing smoothly. Thanks for helping us sort this out.
You're welcome.
By the way, what do you say to more consistent work from me? I can't imagine an elder could find an honest job in the city otherwise, but I don't much care what tribe you are. I'll always make sure you're paid properly for the work you do. Besides, keeping in contact with me might have its own advantages.
True, that doesn't sound so bad.
Have you made up your mind?
I accept.
All right, I accept.
A wise choice. Fine then. You seem determined enough.
Puppy?
You heard nothing just now, right?
Right. I didn't hear anything.
That's for the best. It was just the wind. Am I clear? I've got some business to attend to. We'll go our separate ways for today. However, I trust you won't be telling anyone what you think you heard. If you do tell anyone, well, I'm sure you're sharp enough to imagine the consequences.
I'm an elder, it's not hard. All you
Then
need to
we
do is
have a
stop doing
deal.
business with me, I'll be fucked.
The trader and iconoclast, Brigitte nurture.
Interesting. Perhaps it does have hidden depths.
Merchant, and can now visit the magic shop. Sweet. What do you do?
You'll pick up your next job here. Come back another day.
Okay. Travel during nights.
What do you want to know? Here's the real skinny.
Our shops of all sizes and but oh meat. From the butcher, specialty, mellow milk from the water shop. There are some stands where children sell rock beans. There's soldier, also kids selling plant seeds over at what, Cattle Racket Road? Thanks. Okay.
All right. Where to?
Oh man, looks like I'm heading back to the Royal Capital. Because I want to go into your shop.
Let's go.